shop update here on Tuesday. So I've taken the battery out of the 996. Every time we turn on the car, it's reading like 11.5 volts on the instrument cluster, and then the battery / charger generator light comes on in red. So we've either got a bad battery or alternator. I've checked all the connections, the ground strap on the chassis here, both terminals of the battery, the positive where it meets the firewall block there. I found the engine strap down here. Big thanks to Joe for doing the research to find where the straps are. So there's 13mm bolts that ground the engine to the chassis. Those are all good. And then the battery itself, I just put in my car. It's got a sticker on it that says 11-2019, so it's not that old, but this car's been sitting for a long time. So it seems to hold a charge when I charge it. I'm gonna let AutoZone be the judge of it before we go ahead and place an order for an alternator. The alternator we can see in this engine, which is the first step. That's good, it's not totally concealed, but there's all this air intake plastic shit that's gonna have to move. The alternator is here. So we'll see about that. I examined the belt with a flashlight. It looks fine. It's not new, but it's not cracked either. So it'd be a good idea to replace it if we're taking it off, though. Those Conitec belts are usually only a couple dollars. On the M3 today, I received the missing items from order number 1 yesterday. So we have this idler pulley, torqued to spec, 33 foot-pounds with a T50 or T50 Torx bolt, and then I have the cap on it. And then for the AC, this one's on as well. This one's a 8mm Allen. They're the exact same pulley, same part number, same cap. Why this one uses an Allen and this one uses a T50 with the same threads, I don't know, but that's the way it is. So those are on. Really, I am about ready to put in the alternator. We can attach it to the fan shroud and the new expansion tank here. I got the fan and fan clutch. I put those together today, torqued to 10 Newton meters or 88.5 inch-pounds. That will thread on here at the end. I want to get the alternator in first. And the alternator has been fighting me tooth and nail because Bosch thinks it's a good idea to sell remanufactured alternators without a pulley. So we had to not only spend an additional $45 on the pulley, then install the pulley. And it's not done being installed yet because it's a 24mm nut that goes over this center shaft, which is a 9mm triple square. So I need a pass-through 24mm socket so I can stuff a 9mm triple square in there to counterhold the center shaft and then tighten the nut down to spec, 70 Newton meters. I mean, you could probably try sticking a screwdriver through there and holding the cooling fins, but that's not pretty. So I got the tool on order. It's coming from Germany. It's 3 weeks out. So this whole job just takes forever because, like, why do you sell an alternator that doesn't come with a pulley? There's no chance you're going to need the alternator without a pulley. So new fan and fan clutch. Bare and bare, that's ready to go. And then we've got our new belts, the deflection pulley, nuts and temp sensors, hose clamps, washers and gaskets, all that stuff's in there. There's the alternator, new radiator hoses. There's nothing wrong with the old ones outside of the fact that they were this gaudy aftermarket red ricer or whatever this is. Samco, never heard of it. So we're putting the right ones back on. I'm gonna hit the post office, FedEx, and then head out, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. It's another lovely day, a little cooler today. It is 78. Good morning, it's Tuesday night. Today was just a normal Tuesday, doing work, and hey, we have now accomplished that from the move goal. Worked from home for the majority of the day today. Actually, I was awaiting a FedEx package that delivered about 10 minutes after I left. Isn't that how that works? It said between 11:45 and 1:45, so I hung out until 2 or 2:10 or something like that, and it delivered at 2:12. So I just missed it on the way out. Not a big deal. I was able to be productive at the shop otherwise. Package coming in is for Kenan's M3. It's the missing parts. Today we just received the missing parts yesterday. We received the missing parts from the first order, which were the fan clutch screws, and a pulley. Put those in the car today, as I showed you before, or at least the pulley and torque and dust caps and stuff like that. And then today arrived the first part of order number 2, which is the front belly pan, the factory one, not that aluminum piece of crap. The fender liners didn't come today, but should tomorrow. And a bunch of various hardware and stuff like that. I sent out the old alternator as a core. Here's a little question. So the alternator that the car is supposed to have with AC and heated seats is a 140 amp alternator, I think. The one we took out was an 80. So I bought a 140. They want a core return. I sent back an 80. It's not the same thing. It's not apples for apples. Are they going to notice? Are they going to care? Is it going to be less than a $100 refund? Will it be no refund? Will they not know? I don't know what to expect. So I sent it out today. We'll find out next week sometime probably. The FCP order that showed up today that had the hardware and the belly pan in it, I don't know if it's FedEx. I don't think it's FCP. You know, they're not packaging the box with holes in it, and they're not sending it out with the tape totally destroyed. I think FedEx literally throws these off airplanes, downstairs, over fences, down escalators, runs them over with trucks, and still delivers them. They're in a huge hurry. They don't care. All the shipping companies are bad, but FedEx really takes the cake for late packages, f***ed up packages, all of the above. So tomorrow I'll have to go through the invoice. I didn't have time today, and go item by item by item and see what's there and what's not. There's going to be stuff missing, so we'll deal with that. And then of course everything you get from FCP here in California is 7 to 10 to 14 days out. Just frustrating. Anyways, I had a great dinner tonight and spent some time on Coronado and then walking around Harbor Island. I'm back now, and I've got a little bit of work to do here tonight. It's already 11 o'clock, but tomorrow's Wednesday. I've got a customer coming by at 11 a.m. She is bringing an E46M3 over to the house, and my task is to find the phone cable, the SCS cable for the Blue Bus, which on an E46M3 convertible is somewhere behind the rear left door card. It's not a door card, I don't know what you call it. It's like the interior rear trim, so wish me luck. Talk to you guys tomorrow.